And since we have two lovely ladies in the studio with us this evening, we're just going to kick this to them to put something on the floor, put a topic on the floor that we can discuss for Relationships Revealed. And to my right, Miss Shauna, I think she has something on her mind that we can talk about.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so we were just talking while the music was playing, and the topic came up about relationships. So my question is, how long or what's the time frame before you're in a relationship when there's considered monogamy or like a committed relationship? Because nowadays everybody's like, oh, we dating, we're chilling, I hang with her. When is it a relationship?
Good question. An age-old question that we still have not come up with the final conclusion and answer to. So tonight on the Urban Renaissance Internet Radio Show, we're going to settle this once and for all. And I believe that Rob, my man Goldie, my man Hall. I'm just trying to think of all the names we used to call Rob Hall back in the day. But Rob, talk to us. Settle this for us.
My opinion, it has to be agreed upon. If you're in a relationship, you're not in it by yourself.
Okay.
You have to both agree that we are in a relationship.
Makes sense.
Period.
Makes sense.
Otherwise, one may be in a relationship by themselves.
So you're saying there's no length of time. So it could be 1 year, 2 years, it could be 5 years, and you still doing you.
It could be 10 years, and then one day you wake up and say, hey, are we in a relationship? Well, I think so. Well, you shake on it. Within a reasonable amount of time, but it needs to be discussed because otherwise there are no rules. And I believe when you are making rules, it has to be agreed upon by both parties.
Okay. Can one party put his or her foot down and say, well, I'm not going to do so-and-so?
Yeah, you can always do
I'm
that.
not going to date for more than 2 weeks. After 2 weeks,
that's it.
You mine.
You can always do that. You might be by yourself. You can do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But this is my opinion. Somebody else. I don't want y'all to focus on me. I'm not the love guru. Or am I?
Might be.
You go.
Kia, what do you say about that, Kia?
What I say about that? Okay, when you first meet a guy, you really not taking it serious. You want to see how he roll, how his family is. You got to look at his background. You got to look at a whole lot of stuff before you even say, okay, I want this man to be mine. I want this man to be
facts.
right. You got to do that Carfax. You got to do that background check and see, is he worthy of you? So I'll say after 2 years, like, either we're going to take it serious or not.
Okay. So they got the 2 year grace period.
You got the 2 years to do whatever you want to do, ball, whatever. It is what it is. 2 years, you either mine or not.
Okay. Wow. OBT, old black tie.
Wow, man. That's a 2 year span.
That's generous.
Yeah, that's very generous, man. That is very generous because I know there's like a lot of problems in between those 2 years. If I'm able to do anything and everything I want, that's an issue. Yeah. I wouldn't be complaining about it though.
I think 2 years is good.
I think that is. Yeah. I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm staying with the car thing. I want to kick some tires. Test drive, you know what I'm saying? And see what's going on. Wow, see, I believe a lot of things that Rob said is important because you have to have that conversation.
All right.
I don't think anybody should just think they're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Because again, you could be there by yourself, and everything could be like cool too. The way it is, it could be real cool, and then. The brakes will be, put on you, and then you have to think about it. Then you say, well, I don't know if I really want to do this. She doesn't, I found out she doesn't clean around that toilet bowl piece.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure I'm trying to figure out if I can really deal with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I know you have to go through some things, and 2 years is a good time to go through some stuff.
Yeah, you start
That's
off as
more than
friends.
enough
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it's a good amount. She said more than enough time. I think she hit it right on the head. You know what I'm saying? 6 months is not enough time. You know what I mean?
You got to be friends. You got to get
Yeah.
to know this person. The person got to get to know you.
I could do the 2 years.
So can I.
And then you could cash out.
Yeah, I don't care about the family though.
So you're not too
What you don't care about?
attached.
No, I don't care. Look, if I'm digging her and I like her, I don't care about her family.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Like, her
unless
family's
unless they causing trouble for me.
Right, the family. Yeah, that's different.
If
The
they're
family
not causing
doesn't.
no trouble, I don't. Yeah.
I mean, if the family doesn't like me and she still does, I mean, we can get together on Christmas after she comes
But-
from the house.
Well, I'm
But hold
saying
up.
that as far as a female point of view, okay, you together 2 years and all of a sudden you have a child by this person. You do have to care about the family because the family.
Oh,
gotta,
you
know
talking
what I mean?
about? I thought you was talking about, like
No, 2 years. You know,
if I was
when
you
say
and
the
I. Let's say
background
you and
check,
I was dating. Let's say you and I are dating, right? And your family just doesn't. They don't
Doesn't
like
like
me.
you?
They don't like. They may heard I used to hang out with KD too much,
Right.
and they know what KD does.
It's gonna be
and they say that birds of a feather flock together. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Right.
so they may put me in the same room with this
Right.
cat,
No, you don't
and
do that.
and they don't like me. You know what I'm
But
saying?
That could happen.
you got to prove them wrong.
I don't have to prove them anything. If you're feeling me and you digging me, I ain't got to prove to
Right.
your family about nothing.
So he's gonna be the one with separate Christmases.
And I don't have no- and-
baby's birthday.
No, what I'm saying, that doesn't really bother me because your family doesn't like me. They'll show me.
It
Right.
seems like he has a lot of experience with families. Your family's not liking him.
Well, most families, to be honest with you, most families like me. But
That's
what
okay.
I'm trying to say that I personally believe
Said
that.
most families like him.
Yeah, they do.
How many families you been
wrong?
through?
Listen, I'm not a youngster.
It's all good.
I'm not a youngster. So, I'm just saying. If she's feeling me and we have, we come together and we having a great time and we have a relationship, to me, her family doesn't matter
feel you.
because behind closed doors, that's where we are. So
Right.
if I wouldn't pull you away from your family either. If you want to have Thanksgiving dinner with them, I got family. You know what I'm saying? I can have Thanksgiving over there too. We can get together later.
There you go.
It's not a
There you
big
go.
deal. I don't
Now,
find it issue.
now with this topic, which is a really good topic, Shauna, and we kind of have a little bit of a consensus here. We're in that 6 months to 2 years grace period type thing. But we had on our Facebook group before, what about people doing what they call relationship stuff? So if me and Shauna together, and
Yeah, shacking.
we've been we're not. I ain't gonna take it that far. Okay. But we've been. Let's say I take her over to my family's house. She brings me to her family. What else is relationship stuff?
You take it to weddings that you're invited to. And stuff
Yeah,
like that.
I've taken her to the
Events,
wedding.
gatherings.
I'm brushing my teeth. She's on the toilet. That's relationship.
No, we're not. No.
You got to wait 5 years for that.
You gotta wait 5 years.
No, you can't. No, I don't care how long we together. It could be 25 years.
Oh, you're not going to watch a woman use the toilet?
No, I don't want to see that.
Natural.
They do
No,
it. They
natural.
do it. That's
They
what
need to
came
do
up
that.
on the thing.
You got to
Yeah.
smell the love.
No, listen. I don't mind smelling the love, but I don't want to smell the You know what I'm saying? I don't want to
That's
smell
the
that.
love.
No, man.
Oh man.
No, man.
But no,
lot of
is there
love.
there such thing as doing too much stuff, making people think that they're in the relationship?
I agree.
Well, I think
Even though,
All of
because you
that.
said you have to have that conversation, that agreement, shake hands, got to sign the contract and all that good stuff.
The communication.
But what if you did all of this stuff? Is that your fault?
I think there are lanes for each part. There are lanes for each part of the relationship. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Friends should be treated like friend. A girlfriend like a girlfriend. Fiance, wife. There are things that I wouldn't. I wouldn't take my friend. I wouldn't treat her like a wife. Because she's gonna get confused. And
So what
it's-
are some of the things that you wouldn't do with your friend that's like a wife, so you're not confusing her?
So I'm not married, so never been married, so I don't know all of the husband-wife things. But if she's just a friend, I probably wouldn't, take her to the family reunion, and she represents me.
Okay.
As my other half, better half, or
I hear that. I hear that. I just wanted to bring that out because we had talked about that before, and that's one of the issues, one of the things that blurs the lines. So even though we thought we were clearing this whole thing up, I don't know. Some good conversation and
You didn't
some
answer
good
anything. Did you answer?
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
You didn't
I
answer-
answered the
Wasn't
whole.
an answer.
No,
Answer
you.
the whole bunch
It
of
sounded like you asked more questions.
You did.
Yeah,
Well,
you-
somebody had to facilitate. The,
You did a good job, and now it's
thing.
your turn
Thank
to
you.
answer. What do you think? What do
Yeah,
you?
what
What do
do
you?
you
You know, what's
think?
your opinion?
Well, I think it does take time. I do think that you need to, even if you cross the line with all of those things, doing too much or whatever. I think you still need that conversation as opposed to assuming that it's a relationship, it's a committed situation, or what have you. That's just back to what Rob said in the beginning. I don't know if that's good enough, but that's what I think.
I mean, I think most people assume all kind of stuff. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For women, it's different.
Well, let's get a woman's
let's
point of
talk
view.
about
Let's hear this.
It
Let's hear
takes
this.
a long time for a man to settle down. I don't know why. One of you guys answer that question.
Yeah.
It takes a long time for it.
Well, I mean, because it takes-
I'm ready to stop
listen.
playing games.
It's not even about playing games, really. I think what happened is, I talk to a lot of women, and I listen to a lot of what women say, and I believe that it has something to do with the word love itself. I found out that women can love on different levels and love men for different reasons, and I personally believe, and this is just my opinion, that when men fall in love or in love, they all know how to love one way. They just, they want to be the sole provider. They want to do all they can do for this woman, regardless of the situation. I mean, I've seen some men do some stupid stuff like empty out their bank account just to make sure that woman have what she wanted. A woman, she can love somebody because he provides some type of security. She feels safe. She may like his strength. She may like she may be in love with his finances and stuff like that. So there's different. She has different categories on how she can love. For me, I need somebody to love me for me with all my issues. Because I ain't gonna lie, OBT has issues.
Issues?
Yes,
Yeah, I have
yes,
issues.
yes,
I
yes.
mean, I'm far from perfect. Excuse me?
Everybody have issues.
True, but I'm just letting you know. I
But
have issues.
but why? So that's why it takes men so long.
It takes me that long. Because see, the thing about me, I don't want to fail at anything.
Okay.
Because when I choose a mate, and I want that to be as long as possibly can be. I'm not just in it just to be in it.
Okay.
And me as an individual, I don't like to fail at anything, especially if they'll be on me because I chose her. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I'll
right.
choose you. So
What about Rob?
What about?
Back to
Well, the question Kia asked was why does it take men so long to settle down? I guess.
I don't think all men take a long time. There's some men who get married right out the gate. They find what they want and they get married, soon. It might be a level of maturity.
you just called me immature.
No.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, right?
Well, I mean, I look at it this way. I think the people who got married like right after high school, I definitely wasn't mature enough to handle marriage right after high school. 18, 19 years old.
Right.
Even those who got married at maybe 24, 25, I think I was still immature for that. But there's some people who are mature enough that they can handle that. Head a household, taking care of a family, all of that responsibility. I think women, the theory is that they mature faster than men. So maybe on that level, that's something that they seek before men.
Possibly.
And it's nurtured, I think.
I
Or it
think-
used to be.
There's some biological aspects to it too, and I know a lot of the time we like to think of men and women as equal, 50-50, and that there's no differences, but there are differences that existed before we were even thought of. So you have women who all women have a biological clock that's different from a male's biological clock. So if you're 60, you can still, not that it's a good idea, Well, not that it's a bad idea because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but you could be 60 as a man and be the biological father of somebody's child.
Oh, yeah.
Of your, as a woman, usually by 60, that's a wrap. Usually a lot earlier than that, that's a wrap. So there is an incentive to to probably settle down or what have you. Then you have a mathematical incentive as well. For men, like Rob and I used to go to a college called Virginia State University in Petersburg, Virginia.
Wow.
And when we were there, the ratio for every one man, there were about 11 women.
Yeah.
So what is the incentive of getting one of them
down.
quick?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
There was a plethora.
Yeah. A plethora.
So those things come into play a little bit, and I bring up the stuff that people don't really think about,
Those are
initially.
some good days, man.
Yeah, those were the good old days. Those were the good old days.